Yeah, it's, 1 a.m., but I don't care, okay, because I'm finally motivated to make a video, and I'm gonna do that. And on this channel, you just have to be okay with that because that's just what I do. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Now that's a lot of words for a title, and I'm not going to put them all in the title of this video, so you're welcome in advance. Now I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to do things a little out of order. I'm going to give you the basic plot of the movie, then I'm going to rate it, then I'm going to defend myself because I can feel the ferocity of the comments if they find out exactly how I rated this, so I gotta get to it as quickly as possible. So of course you got everybody's favorite dad, Luke Hobbs, played by Dwayne Johnson, and then everybody's favorite guy who straight up murdered Han in cold blood, Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham, and everybody just forgave him for that. Like, I mean, I'm still upset. I mean, Han was one of my favorite characters, and he's just dead now, but the universe has moved on, so I guess we should too. But they are after a virus because in these movies there's always a virus that can wipe out pretty much the whole world, and they gotta stop it from falling into Idris Elba's hands. Idris Elba is a cybernetically enhanced villain working for an organization that is obsessed with furthering human evolution to a point where we're all basically superhumans, and so that's what that whole thing's about. And genetic enhancements, they're not that far-fetched for the world that Fast and Furious now takes place in. And I mean, this movie actually kind of reminded me a lot of Metal Gear Solid, at least 4, because you kind of like need nanomachines to use the guns and the... Whatever, I'm getting ahead of myself. But I'm gonna go ahead and rate this thing right now, and then if you want to stop watching right after that, you know what, I don't blame you, I would too. Hobbs and Shaw is absolutely worth buying on Blu-ray, okay? Alright, now let me defend myself. But I'm gonna go ahead and rate this thing right now, and then if you want to stop watching right after that, you know what, I don't blame you, I would too. Hobbs and Shaw is absolutely worth buying on Blu-ray, okay? Alright, now let me defend myself. I love Fast and Furious. I love what it was, and I love what it has become. I love them for two different reasons, right? Because, I mean, it used to just be Point Break with cars, and now it's... I can't even define what it's become, but it's absolutely bonkers, and it's insane, and it keeps getting more and more insane, and eventually we are going to have Fast and Furious in space. It's just the next step. But ever since, like, 5, it's all been about family, family, family. So it's like, what if we made a spin-off movie that was literally about family? Shaw's family, Hobbs' family, it's all family. It's just all about that, and it actually has a lot of heart in the third act, and I loved it. I honestly really did love it. I thought that all the down-to-earth, more meaningful moments between the characters to build, their relationships and everything, I thought all that was really well done, very well executed. And even like the big hunky macho man action that you used to from Fast and Furious is a bit toned down. Like, not to say that it's not there and bountiful, but it's just less egregious in this movie than it has been previously. I've seen it be absolutely bonkers. I've seen it be so over the top that nothing that you're seeing makes any sense. So to see them kind of come down a little bit was actually a bit refreshing. They kind of focused up more on the plot, which, I mean, the plot's not exactly Shakespeare, but I think it works. And of course, if you know the way that those two characters, being Hobbs and Shaw, get along because you saw the last movie or the one before, then you would probably expect a 2-hour pissing contest, and it's largely what you get. But I mean, over the course of the movie, of course, they have to learn to get along in order to save the world, and even that feels like it's very organically and naturally done. There's a lot of solid character work in this movie, which is funny because it's a Universal film, and those things don't usually have what you would call character development. So I'm very impressed at what they were able to accomplish here. And I'm a sucker for a woman with a British accent. I'm sorry. Vanessa Kirby, I was just in love with the whole movie. I was like, yo, I need a Vanessa Kirby lookalike in my life. And you know what? The action's executed as well in this movie as it is in any of the other Fast and Furious movies. Say what you will about the physics and the gravity and how strong the characters are. And yeah, none of it makes any sense, but the action's always exciting. It's always interesting. It's always fantastic, and that's no different this time around. So if you want to hate on it, I won't stop you from doing that. If you don't like Fast and Furious as a whole, you're not going to like this movie. But if you've come to accept Fast and Furious for what it is now, and if you know what you're getting yourself into, you will have a great time watching this movie. There's even some cameos from a couple people that really make everything just a bit funnier because, I mean, this movie is more focused on the comedy than previous installments have been. So that's a little, I don't know if I would say jarring, but it's a little bit different than what you would expect from this movie. But I don't know. I love the cameos. I thought they were great. Also, there's a post-credit scene that you're going to want to stick around for. Not too terribly long, so you can get out at a decent time and beat the traffic. But I do recommend staying and watching that because it's pretty entertaining. And all in all, I mean, I already told you I thought it was worth buying on Blu-ray. I really did enjoy the movie, again, for what it is. I would actually like to own all the Fast and Furious movies, so maybe I'll buy the 11 movie set when they're done. But that's it. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below and educate me. And as always, if you want more videos, do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe and like. And maybe follow me, support me on Patreon if you would like to have your name featured up with this name. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you.